The talk in New York has sparked fierce debate over legalization, both medicinally and recreationally. HLN's Nancy Grace joins me live. And Nancy Grace, let's just call this big picture. I'm curious, and in your reading and watching all of this last couple of days, do you think legalizing pot for recreational use, do you think that's a good idea?
I think it's a horrible idea. And I speak not only after studying it and reading every shred of scientific and research data out there, but after seeing what it does to people on an everyday level.
How do you mean?
Having in court, when I would prosecute drug cases. Now, I understand that a recreational amount in Colorado, remember, there are only 2 states that allow recreational sale or possession of marijuana, that being Colorado and Washington State, and in Washington State it has not been implemented yet. But what I would see is that people would drop out of work, they would become lethargic. I mean, come on, ask yourself, do you want your cab driver to be high on pot?
But I think that's one issue.
Your airplane pilot.
I think that's one issue. Hang on, but on the other side, I was talking to a tour operator. Obviously, he was thrilled at the legalization, recreationally speaking, in Colorado specifically, and he would argue, listen, if you do it responsibly, you don't get behind the wheel. You do it in a private, confined space. You do it safely. No harm, no foul.
You mean a private space like your home where you're supposed to be taking care of your children, or cooking at a gas stove, or lighting a fireplace? You mean that place? Yeah, no, not a good idea.
Okay.
Look, I don't want, when I'm at work, I don't want my babysitter high on pot. All right? Does anybody? Do you want your children? Do you want your parents, your sister, your brother to be taken care of or driven around by somebody on pot because it's okay in Colorado? You know what? Colorado gets what they ask for.
I know people are screaming at the television, agreeing with you,
I'm sure.
And vehemently disagreeing with you.
Hey, look, the ones that are disagreeing are lethargic, sitting on the sofa eating chips.
Oh,
pot.
that is a blanket statement, Nancy Grace.
There.
Nancy Grace, let me move along. Let me move along from this. This is just your opinion. We wanted your opinion. Let's throw a hypothetical in here because this is something people are curious.